What's going on, everybody? Sports Dude here. We are back for the Sports Dudes podcast, episode number 9. We are here with plenty of topics today, mainly the NFL draft. I mean, that's the big topic coming out of the past, 3-4 days now, coming out, which has been, great to see. And I'm just ready to talk about a lot of topics for you. I got some, a little bit of NBA for you today, plethora of topics, I should say. But first things first, if you're new to my channel, this is my Sports Dude podcast series. Leave a question or some comments down below if you would like to go ahead and do that. That'd be great. If you have any questions, you can go ahead and follow me on Twitter as well and shoot me there as well. That'd be totally fine. So we'll go right in first with a little bit of a fan question. And that question is, will Matt Dude come out in MLB? Maybe and probably he will. So Diamond Dynasty offers the create a player option to go inside of Diamond Dynasty, and that's something I've been definitely thinking about doing. I could create Matt Dude, put him in there. Of course, Matt Dude is a big athletic kind of guy. He's played a lot of sports, from hockey to some wrestling to MLB. He's in a lot. NFL too. So he's really a great athlete all around. So him coming into the MLB again, joining my Diamond Dynasty team could be something, very interesting. So I'll have to wait and see on that one. But so that's maybe an option. I probably will create him though. I don't know what position yet or something. Maybe like first base or something like that. But my team's pretty good for Diamond Dynasty, so I don't know if he's going to be able to have a spot there. But we'll see. We'll see nonetheless. So we'll see on that one. But otherwise, if you noticed early in the week, guys, my account was a little weird. It was on Tuesday. I had a copyright strike. It was an error. Honestly, it was. So it was terrible. All my videos were flagged and everything. But everything's all good now. If you're wondering what that was for the Tuesday-ish period, that was basically that was that. So the reason there, I was updating you guys on Twitter. If you were wondering, I had a few tweets on there to trying to update you guys. I really had no way else to update you what the heck was going on. So that was basically the issue right there. In other words, tonight I will also maybe live streaming tonight. Do not know, but it could be happening later on tonight. If I do, that'd be great. But I will tweet if I am or if I'm not going to be live streaming tonight. It really is 50-50. Don't really know, but I've been thinking about doing it. But I don't know, though. We'll see. But probably will be some... maybe some MLB would probably be most likely. Maybe some other game like UFC or something like that. I might do some a little crazy off the cuff. But I feel like live streaming, I've not done it in forever. I don't think I've streamed. It was since January. Was that 200 subscriber special? I believe it was my last live stream. That's quite a while. I like to change things up a little bit. Have a little bit of a stream for you guys as we're including April here. But that would be something I might be able to do tonight. We'll see. I will tweet, though. So go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I will tweet yes or no if I am live streaming. So obviously you could see it too if I don't. If you go to my Twitch account as well, you can follow me on Twitch too. Twitch.tv. That's where you would probably see the update. When I immediately start streaming, they send an update for you. So that's definitely important right there. But nonetheless, we'll get into some the NFL draft topics. Tons of... Wow, what a crazy NFL draft, right? I mean, we had just a bunch of crazy picks. Of course, this year was Jared Goff, Carson Wentz going 1 and 2 respectively to the Rams and the Philadelphia Eagles, Los Angeles Rams, that is. It wasn't really a stat class like it has been in previous years. You didn't have guys like Amari Cooper coming out, or a Mariota Winston, or a Locke Griffin III. So it was more of a weaker class this year, but it had a lot of talented players. I'm a fan of Jared Goff. I think he's going to do really well for the Rams. The Rams need some quarterback help. They didn't really have any quarterback help from Nick Foles. Didn't do much, and before that, Bradford. We'll get into Bradford in a second, but so I think Jared Goff could do very well. Both of those quarterbacks are coming out of weaker colleges, California and North Dakota State, definitely for Carson Wentz right there. But I think they could do well. All these picks that I'm going to go through, I'm not going to go through the whole entire first round. I was thinking about it, but I'm not going to really. I really stopped focusing super. I was into it really after the 15th, 16th pick of the first round. Then I was kind of looking around. I saw some of the updates today on various websites, kind of seeing the bigger names like Connor Cook going to the Raiders today. There's a couple of those guys really, but I think Jared Goff is going to do quite well for the Rams. I think he will be. The Rams are in a building phase though. They don't have If you can comment on this if I'm wrong, but I don't believe they have a big time receiver. Like I know they have Tavon Austin, but I don't know if they signed anybody else that's like big time receiver. Like maybe it's slipping my mind, but I don't believe they did. So that could be something helpful. They do have Todd Gurley though, who was a fantastic running back who played great last season, especially in the first half of the year as well. So they're rebuilding and they're getting better after the I mentioned in previous video. I've talked about the Rams a few times, I think, from the James Laurinaitis, Chris Long releases. So definitely, and they lost Jared Cook to the Packers. So they've had a lot of changes going on in the Rams system, of course, moving to LA as well. So I think Jared Goff does a good step in the right direction. And then Carson Wentz as well, going to the Eagles, a good move for them because Sam Bradford's not the answer. I mean, and Bradford wanted to be traded. They're not probably going to trade him. Sam Bradford though, it's sad. Number 1 overall pick, but injuries and mistakes. And I was watching him last season. He just struggles. He's struggling. He's just really a bust. Unfortunately, he's been a bust. I don't think how can you rebound all those ACL injuries? He really just had a down year last year again. He's not really had a positive year, I think, since he's been drafted. So that's concerning. Don't really know what his future is now. They just drafted a quarterback, and that's right in your face saying, hey, you're not the guy anymore. I think Carson Wentz could do well. Maybe not as well as Jared Goff, but I think Carson Wentz could do pretty well, too, out of a really underknown college, too. North Dakota State. So, but maybe he could do well. Number 3 on the board was Joey Bosa out of Ohio State, goes to the Chargers. This was an interesting move. Some people think he'll do well. Some people he won't do well. He is a large man. I think he'll do well in the Chargers. Defensive, back position, defensive end position. Excuse me. They have a lot. They've drafted some good defensive players. You got Melvin Ingram there, who has played pretty well. You got Matt Taitayo, of course. He was drafted. So they got some pieces. They're trying to fix out in that Chargers defense. But I think he can do well on the defensive end side of things. They've not had very much help there. So the Chargers still rebuilding too, though. They don't have great team. They got some good pieces like Keenan Allen, good piece there, and some good pieces all around. But we'll see where they transition after this draft pick. But I think Bosa's a pretty good pick for them at Ohio State. Ezekiel Elliott goes 4 to the Cowboys, number 4 overall to the Cowboys. That's a big move for them. They needed a new running back. I mean, they did not really have one. After losing Murray, I look at Ezekiel Elliott as a big-time guy like Murray. Good elusiveness. I think he can do really well for them. And they need a big-time running back. They didn't really have that last year. Guys like Darren McFadden. I mean, McFadden, okay. And Joseph Randle, well, he's gone now. So, yeah, I really need kind of a bigger guy right then. I think that's Ezekiel Elliott. I think he'll do quite fine in that system. In Dallas. And then another pick, notably, was Carl Joseph. We'll get into Laramie Tunsil in a second, but Carl Joseph out of Oakland. I think he can do well in the defensive back system. They need some defensive back help. So that Carl Joseph pick I think it's a smart pick out of West Virginia for him. That's a good pick for the Raiders. He'll help that because they don't. I mean, you can't really name a safety from the Raiders right now that's playing good. Tyvon Branch, other two great there, but I think Carl Joseph will play well in the system as well. So. Yeah, Laramie Tunsil, man, he was projected. When I was asked the question, maybe podcast 4 or 5, don't remember which one it was. Don't hold me to that. I really don't remember, but it was who was going to be the number 1 overall pick, and I said Tunsil. He was projected. It was hands down, really. And then you see how fast this changes. He was projected number 1 overall, and he goes 13 to the Dolphins. Just the crazy video from all these just off the field problems. I don't know how he's going to succeed. It's going to be hard. It's a huge risk, and it could be a reward pick. It's a risk and reward pick, though, really, because they got a lot of controversy now. It's going to be carrying with them, and the Dolphins. And the Dolphins have had controversy on the O-line. I mean, you had it with the Jonathan Martin, Richie Incognito scandal. So now you're going to add on some more controversy here. So I don't know how it's really going to pan out, but this could be a very similar Johnny Manziel type situation. Off-the-field problems, constant off-the-field problems. And he could end up like a Manziel, who's got no team right now. He got no deals in place, no agent really at all, and he's still got the problems he has. So unless Tunsil really figures this out quickly and starts to get his head right, this could be a long couple of years for him in this NFL. Or even if is he a good player in the NFL? How's he going to adapt to the NFL? Plus these off the field problems. Manziel didn't really play well. He struggled really when the times he was in there, fumbles and interceptions, and just looked like he was way off. Plus the missing practices and everything, and it was crazy. So if Tunsil here gives up like 7 sacks, in his first 5 games, well, that's concerning. So if he plays well, though, that's what they're going for. It had to be. I mean, the Dolphins were like, okay, we got this guy. He's got tons of problems, but can he play? Probably. I saw the tape on him. He looks pretty good. So we'll see where he goes, but that's definitely going to be a story that's going to be talked about now for quite a while. Larry Tunsil's case. And then one more pick was Leonard Floyd going to the Chicago Bears. Interesting pick there because they moved up to 9. And this guy looks like he's got quite a bit of inconsistency in coverage skills. Looks like he needs to hit the trainer's room a little bit, beef up a little bit, or bulk up a little bit as well. So that's an interesting pick for the Chicago Bears. They need some linebacker depth. They don't have any, with Briggs gone, and a while back with Urlacher gone. McClellan is gone. Allen is gone. So you lost a lot of big pieces there. So this Floyd pick could be interesting, but that's another risk as well. They traded up for him, lost a 4th round, I believe. So we'll see how he pans out in the system. He's a good, fast defensive rusher, though. The fast defensive linebacker. I was seeing some tape on him as well. He's pretty good, but he struggled last year. 3 sacks? So that's a little concerning. He didn't really have the biggest of numbers, so that's a little rough. And plus, they focused on a lot of his weaknesses, so we'll see how he pans out too. But a lot of the safest picks I thought were, some other good picks were Jack Conklin, I believe, to the Titans, a great offensive lineman. They've drafted some offensive linemen before, Chance Warmack, Taylor Lewan, and now they grab Conklin. I think he's going to be a pretty good player. He looked great on the offensive line. I thought the tape on him was tremendous. So he had good feet, quick feet, and I think he's going to be a special lineman. I think he could be very much a Joe Thomas. I look at him as a great offensive lineman who can protect now Mariota. The Titans, though, all these number 1 overall picks maybe can turn out to be a positive for him. Maybe get another running back. Maybe Bishop Sankey's not the answer, but they keep getting all these high picks. Mariota, if he continues to develop, got some receiver depth out there with Kendall Wright and everything. So, and Dorial Green Beckham. So Titans could be a team that's maybe going to be not cellar dwellers anymore and starting to get some impact in the NFL. That should be interesting to see the progress there. A couple more things today. There's not too many topics now after the draft. There, of course, the Tom Brady reinstating the suspension was announced a few days back. 4 games now. I mean, it just can't get out of the news. I mean, we've had so much on the Deflategate, and we're going to have even more now. And they're reinstating it again. So this is just, it's nuts. I think they just need to kind of get rid of it, get it over with. I get to 4 games, fine. They're still going to do well. If it's 4 games, if they go 0-4, I still think they make the playoffs. So they're still going to do well. They're going to win the AFC East. No one's going to stop them. So I think they've got it either way. It's just weird though how they would you didn't suspend them last year, and now you're going to do it this year. It's just okay, I guess, but it's just weird. I don't really know how to describe that case. It's an oddball one. But that he gets suspended for 4 games right there. Brian Hoyer in news today. The biggest news besides Mr. Irrelevant was picked today in the NFL draft. The NFL draft is over now. It was a cornerback, by the way. I don't remember who it was. But yeah, Brian Hoyer, veteran quarterback who struggled with the Texans. I think I mentioned him a few times when Osweiler was signed by the Texans. Hoyer now is the backup to the Chicago Bears. So that was basically the biggest news right there. Just providing some veteran presence. And that was basically it there. And then a couple of NBA topics for you here. We got Steph Curry injured for 2 weeks. Curry getting injured is going to affect the Spurs. It's going to affect the Warriors, I should say. Affect the Warriors, but they're still such a good team, very deep team, and I think they're going to get past the Trailblazers pretty handedly. I don't think the Trailblazers are going to get past the Warriors. I really don't. That'd be a shocker. But you still have Klay Thompson, you still have Draymond Green, you still got a bunch of nice players, good coaching staff, and Steve Kerr. So they're going to do okay. But I was reading an article today. Curry's trying to get back pretty fast, so maybe he does get get better quicker than we thought. But he's only out for like 2 weeks. It's pretty long, but I think he'll still be in time to maybe come back. Either way, though I think get past the Blazers. Now, Western Conference Finals now transitioning. OKC, San Antonio fighting out right now. San Antonio, I think it's a job done. If it's San Antonio Warriors without a Curry, I think the San Antonio Spurs can upset them and get the job done and go to the finals. I really do. Curry, you need Curry for the Spurs because Spurs are a deep team, a very good team, very well coached team, good defensively. You got a young superstar in Kawhi Leonard, a good old veteran Tim Duncan. and deep bench presence. You still got the old veterans in Parker too, and Ginobili, and Danny Green can shoot the threes, and you got a lot of LaMarcus Aldridge. They picked him up in the offseason. He's played well. This is his first year with the Spurs this year, so it's been an all around great team there, well coached as well. So it's the battle everyone can't wait to see. And with Curry not being there, that could spell doom for the Warriors. So we'll see. But I'm interested and definitely seeing the NBA kind of flush out. Now I've mentioned about the NHL. It's probably going to be the Dallas Stars, which in the battle coming up, St. Louis Blues versus the Dallas Stars, which will be good. I think Penguins Capitals as well. A couple of series to watch out for if the NHL fan. Take a look at those series. I think the Dallas series and St. Louis is going to be a dogfight, really. It'll be a great battle right there. So yeah, I'm intrigued for the NBA and NHL. More so NBA because of the Curry thing, and just can't wait to see San Antonio and the Warriors battle it out. Because I do think OKC will get beat by San Antonio. OKC a good team, but not as deep, and it's not gonna be able to hang with the Spurs. It could go 7, but I'm thinking more 6 or 5 to finish it off. And then I mentioned coaching tree as well. Luke Walton, the former Los Angeles Laker and the current assistant head coach, who was coaching a period of time when Kerr was out, is now going to be the head coach of the Lakers. So that's an interesting move for them. See how it works out there. Just hit my mic. See how it works out. Of course, the Lakers losing Kobe, and you got young talented guys like D'Angelo Russell to hopefully leave you in the future. But they're a rebuilding squad, and the Lakers went out and grabbed a guy that was playing on an elite team who was broke the record for the most wins. So they're an elite team, and you got a great coach right there in Steve Kerr. Might as well grab one of the assistants, in Luke Walton. So I think that's a good move for them, I guess. I think he'll do pretty well there in the Lakers system. But they have to rebuild though. They don't have a great team right now. But we'll see what's going to go on. That is basically going to wrap it up. One last thing, as always, or not as always, but I'm going to give thanks to my thumbnail guy. I did a few. But the other podcast ago, I don't believe I did the last one. Shaneth does this podcast thumbnail for right now is his. He created it for me, so I'm gonna leave his channel down in the description down below. Go subscribe to him, guys. Go give him some love right there. Follow him on his Twitter and Instagram, which is gonna be in his description. But I'm gonna leave. I'll leave his channel down in the description down below. Go ahead and subscribe to him. Big thanks and shout out to him for helping me out with the thumbnails. Really appreciate that. So that's basically gonna be it. Appreciate you guys watching this video as always. Thank you for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Follow me all on the social media outlets. And I will tweet a little bit later tonight. It could be a little bit later tonight. I'll tweet and I'll say if I'm live streaming or not. Like I said, 50-50 chance there. I might stream, might not. We shall see. But if I don't stream though, it could be relatively soon. Like maybe like in the next week or so, I'll get the urge to stream again for you guys. So nonetheless, that is going to be it for this video. Hope you guys did enjoy. And as always, have a great day, guys. And I'll talk to you guys later. See ya.